Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is Fat Tony here, and we are here with the next design competition. It is the Springfield Police Department. I am joined by the amazing ElloArfur.
Hello, hello.
And yeah, we've got some big prizes for you guys. I think this is going to be the new norm now, isn't it, Arthur? With the 5 prizes each time.
Yeah, it is. You're all very lucky people. Yeah, you've got a very high chance of winning a prize.
Yeah, and
Yes.
more donuts being given away, and it's a better chance for you guys to have a chance of winning. So 5th place will get 500 donuts, 4th place will get 1,000, 3rd place gets 2,000, 2nd place gets 3,000, and 1st place gets a whopping 5,000 donuts. So make sure your entries are amazing to have that chance to win 5k. We'll be announcing in our Discord servers when the next design comp is, and ElloArfur's Discord server is in the description below, so go join it. And Arthur, who do we have to start us off?
So first off, then we have AAA Ron, the first one.
Oh.
So yeah, I've got to say, maybe it's just because there's nothing else. I'm not getting really a great vibe off this one, to be honest.
No, the car park's a bit doo-doo. I'd have that in its separate section, like to the left, not like the entire front of the police department.
Yeah. No, and like the SWAT van there. I mean, if there's an emergency,
Not getting
they
out,
might
is
have
it?
to flatten the car in front. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think the only element that I like is probably the police car with the cones.
yeah, I like that one, yeah.
The crash police car, yeah.
That's right.
But that's it. That's all that's really different about this one. But I think maybe it would look better with some maybe different buildings around.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Pretty poor entry in my eyes.
It is. This is This is not the best start. But
No, it's not.
right.
It's not. So yeah, what are you gonna give this, Arthur?
I think I'm gonna give this a 4.5 to start off with.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
Okie dokie. So yeah, that is a score of 8. And yes, I've got the scores covered this time, everyone.
Yeah, not like
So
last time.
yes, there shan't be any
Oh,
problems.
bloody hell, blue-haired lawyer. What are you doing to me?
Two-word lawyer.
You need
So
suing.
you submit 2 entries of this. I mean, this is outrageous.
Terrible. Terrible. Oh, bloody hell. Terrible entries, mate. You need arresting just for these entries.
You do, literally. Someone could just hop over the hedge, and then that's it. They're in to the.
Yeah.
They could get people out of jail in the prison in the building. It's like,
Hey,
yeah,
one credit I'll give him though. At least the SWAT van can get out.
yeah. To be fair, that is an improvement.
And there is
Well, 1
extras
point for that.
like the training walls and stuff, and the punching dummy for like not military, for the police department in itself. Like obviously policemen, they've got chances to
Yeah,
train.
yeah. I mean, in terms of the building's placement, I'm not really sure
Yeah.
about. Well, 2 things: it being right next to the Skinner house, like the bank.
I can see that.
Yeah,
Oh.
and then there's the town hall. I don't know. It's just like I think it's just a bit too crammed, really.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're a fairly low level, but I think maybe they could have done a bit more of this.
Yeah, look at the green space just to the left of it though.
Yeah, so anyone could really sort of run in.
You could just move a building or two and give it a bit more open space as well.
You could, yeah.
Bit crammed, like Arthur said, yeah. I think this one has to be lower. I'm going to give it a 1. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be a 1 from me as well. Yeah, sorry, blue-haired lawyer, but yeah, just gotta up your game, I guess. So here we go.
Jesus.
Next up, we have Buddy.
Call the video
And our
off.
Buddy is a low level tapper. He said he doesn't have a
Oh,
lot of funds,
the
but
fence, the
I
fence doesn't
still
even
think,
align. The fence doesn't even
and
align. You just walk in and
and I
out.
mean that. Yeah, that does bother me. I have to say, I don't like to criticize Buddy, as he's been around for the past couple of weeks and live streams
Yeah,
and stuff. But still,
I'm sorry,
even a
buddy.
devout follower of mine, I've got to admit this is not great. Um,
It's not even a swap van.
there's no swap van.
That's
No,
how poor he is.
yeah,
No
and I
buddy of
just think
mine.
it's just the bench that does it by the fence. So anyone could come off the street and just sit down on the bench.
If at least though,
Yeah.
at least if let's say the fences did align, at least people can't just hop onto the bench and just jump out and escape because there is barbed wire there.
Yeah, wow, but there
They
is a
could just,
there is a gap.
no, I'm saying without the app. However, if you look at the bottom, there's just chain fences and no barbed wire, so you can just climb it.
Yeah,
Oh. And that parking meter is just so out of place.
it is. Yeah. Ah.
It's gotta be a one from me. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, buddy, but yeah, it's got to be a one. Sorry to do this. Yeah,
This might actually be our lowest ever scoring video.
it is at this rate. Blimey. Well, let's see. Let's see. If any of it gets better. So next up, then we've got JC25.
JC 25 seconds gone into the design itself. I honestly, at least there's what's the car doing there? Like,
Now there is one thing. Now I think that the helicopter here, it
yeah,
looks as if it's part of the
design, yeah, like it's
design, yeah.
landing, yeah, I
And I
get
think
that. But
that is
what's
probably the one thing it's got going for this one.
yeah? There's a peanut store outside of it.
Yeah,
Come grab your
or
peanuts
the
outside of the convicted
clav
criminals.
clash.
And
Yeah,
the worst criminals itself is the IRS in itself.
yeah,
Money grabbing.
right next to it. I think though, what's nice about this one though is it does fit into the little area. So like,
I
um,
don't care. Look, no, no,
we,
no. I'm already gonna shoot you down on this one. Jebediah Springfield is outside Springfield Downs. The statue itself is outside the
yeah,
Downs.
yeah. That it's hard. It's hard not to ignore that. I've got to be
We
honest.
don't know the level though.
No, that's the other thing. You might
They
only
don't
be
have
level
all the land
25.
unlocked either, and there's still cash land
Yeah.
because there's loads of debris that you can
Well,
see.
although the IRS is a building you get quite later on, sort of playing the game.
Yeah, but
So really,
I have it on my tapped out Let's Play and I'm level 40. I need to level up my account more.
yeah, you do,
Oh,
Tony. Right.
I do.
Uh,
But though the design's not
yeah,
particularly great. I like there's little things like the cones that I like, and the
I
little
do
hidden
like the
news
sort
van.
of corner, like here.
Yeah, the little
Like that's
turn.
that's good. But I think the corner and the helicopter, the two things going for it. But really, it hasn't been given enough attention,
No,
really, to sort of make it a good design.
no.
Um,
Getting a 1.5 from me.
a 1.5. I'm not going to go that low, but I think it's going to be a 3 from me.
That's
Yes.
generous.
So here we go. So that was a score of 4.5, and I'm afraid to say, oh yes, no, that's fine. I've
You're
got
not
the
messing up
scores
the
from the
scores, are
past.
you?
I've got the scores from the past two. There we go. That's sorted. Right, there we go.
Right,
So on to the next one. Then we've got
have you
Just Go.
have you got the names written down?
Yes.
Right, okay.
So here we go. Yes,
It's pretty nice on the eye, and it's
it
nice to
is
see that.
nice.
It's nice to see that they got the Jebediah Springfield centered with the town hall. I know the town hall's not part of the design, but just for the actual realism to the Springfield, it looks nice. And I like how the post office and the police department building are like mirrored because they're quite similar buildings in terms of how they look, and it looks mirrored on being on either side of the town hall. So I think it suits quite
Yeah,
nicely.
Yeah, that is true. And in terms of in relation to all the other buildings you've got in Springfield, it does sort of feel like quite a central area, really,
Yeah,
which is nice. And I suppose, yeah, that's you could argue the other use for the police department that it's not actually like got loads of stuff as part
yeah,
of it, but it's actually just another sort of accessory almost to
yeah. That's
the
true.
other buildings.
I would like to see, even if it'd have to. It wouldn't suit this area though, having a sort of police department section with like obviously like an adjoined bit, if that
No,
makes sense. The way that they've done it suits what they've done.
it does. Yeah, that is right. But I must say though that sort of in relation to maybe other designs that we're going to see today. Not sure with the designs we've had so far, but they're just there could be a little bit more to it added
Yeah,
to it, in my opinion.
especially if you put the SWAT van just outside as well.
Yes,
Then
yeah,
that would look
that's
good.
true. And now you can put cars on the road and all
Oh,
sorts. So
you
yeah.
don't have to glitch it anymore, or do you still have to
Oh
do
no,
the
you still
glitch?
have to do the
Oh,
glitch.
I
Yeah.
thought it was something EA had added.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no. Yeah, we have to still find our creative ways around their
yeah.
programming. But yes, so what do we think then?
You know what? I think this it's a nice design. I'll give it a 6.5.
6.5, yeah.
Just think it looks
I
good on the
think
eye, aesthetics wise.
it does, yeah. And I think for that, I'm gonna give it a 6.
Fair enough.
That's scored a 12.5 for Just
You're
Go.
comfortably in the lead at the moment, by the way.
You are. Yes, I think you're in it. You've got a good chance of getting one of the one
Bloody
of the
hell!
prizes.
What is this? Who is this?
This is Guyolinsky.
Oh Jesus!
Guylian Chilinsky. Yeah, that's the name. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm really. Yeah, this is not great.
No, it's not. And even once I took a screenshot, there's like a car just glitch like into the floor at the
Uh,
parking meter.
I mean, come on. You could have taken another photo.
You could have just removed
So,
the Springfield Penitentiary altogether and not had that there. Or
yeah,
the concrete
it
walls, they look crap in this game. They look really bad.
they do, to be honest. Yeah, because they don't
And
really align.
no, I was going to say they never align either.
No.
But this, mate, I'm sorry, is a terrible design. The two benches, mate, what are they doing there? That is a...
For the little solar panels. Oh, I don't know
Oh,
what's going on there.
the thought
Yeah,
process is pretty diabolical.
it is.
They even have a fancy gate into the Springfield Penitentiary.
Yeah,
Oh. They've brought the Springfield Heights into this design, and honestly, it's not going to give a high score.
no, no,
Terrible.
it's not.
At least got the SWAT
I
van
just
though.
the bit I love the most though is just
Oh.
this little bin.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, that's a
yeah,
terrible, terrible thing.
yes.
Jeez, I think just it looks so bad on the eye.
It is pretty appalling.
Gonna have to give it a
I think just
1.2.
completely remove the penitentiary
Yeah,
and then just have like just yeah, just
you could
have the
save so
penitentiary
much
just elsewhere.
land if you just remove that penitentiary and move the training where the penitentiary is. You could save yourself so much land in that sense
Yeah, you
around
could
that area. But
for
yeah,
sure.
I'm gonna have to give it 1.2. Don't know what your thoughts are, Ralph. If you want to carry on saying, you can do.
So yeah, I think this is for me. Yeah, it's gonna have to be a 1.5 from me. That's a 2.7.
Oh, Jesus. Deserved.
Yeah. So there we go. On to the next one then. Let's see if this one's any different. Hmm.
Oh, I don't know.
I actually think, yeah, I think to be honest, I really like this.
It looked okay, but it looked weird at the same time because there's no buildings around.
It does, but I feel like imagine say there was just like a load of trees, so they added like more
Yeah,
trees
yeah.
around the
Green part.
helicopter type thing. Yeah. So they had trees around there.
Yeah, but what's the
I
four by
honestly think
four
this
doing
could be
there then?
so good.
What's the 4x4 car doing there then?
4x4.
Yeah, I
Well, that's
forgot
like
it.
one of the military vehicles.
Yeah, at a police station.
Yeah, no, but they might cooperate, and then they've got like the secret weapon, the helicopter.
True.
Um, I really like this, to be honest. I mean, it does seem very simple, but
Yeah, I think just the thing that's not catching me on the eye is that there's no buildings around or any other decorations. I just think that's the only issue that I have.
yeah,
It looks okay though. Don't get me wrong. It's better than majority of the ones we've seen already.
this is. I think I'd much prefer this kind of way of designing it to a lot of the other stuff
Yeah,
we've seen.
I'd give it a 4.
A 4.
Yeah,
Oh, I think
I think that might be a bit too
I'm gonna
low,
have to
but
go 6.5 for this one.
which one? What did you say?
6.5
Oh,
from me.
wow.
Yeah, and that was Quentin, by the way. I'm not sure if I mentioned the
I
name.
don't know
So
if you did.
yes,
Well done,
that
Quentin
gives
there.
Quentin a score of 10.5. So yeah, that's a very good score. Well done, Quentin. Quentin. Is it Quentin or Quentin? Quentin.
Yeah,
There we go. So
ten,
next up then,
go on.
we
10.
have
I was gonna say 10.5 is a good score on this one last week. It would have been bottom for my
yeah,
last design.
it was
Oh dear.
indeed.
Oh, what is this?
Oh god. Right, so here we go. Mosho.
Can I just say it looks
I
like
mean, to be fair,
it.
they've made the effort of getting Arnie in the shot.
Yeah. It looks like Central Park in New York. Just the way that it's incented.
No, to be
Oh,
fair though, I
I do
do
not
like
like this. No.
I like the little gate thing for the cars. I've
Yeah,
got to be honest. That is that is nice. If you just look at this bit,
yeah, it is. I was looking at that bit, but though it's not particularly great.
and then the bit at the back as well, and you've got the little bench.
Mm.
But and like even with the trees and in relation to like the bank, I feel like this is at least they've had a bit of creativity with the car thing coming in and out.
Mhm.
I think that's like,
Yeah, I
but maybe
guess.
more trees and
But there's.
well, look at their level. To be fair,
Oh yeah,
the amount
true.
of cash they've got,
Yeah,
this
that's
is
true.
I'd
That is
say
a
this
fair
is like
point.
pretty decent.
You could save like at least like a strip of roads by just moving like some of the trees inwards.
You could, yeah, and it does need a few more trees. I mean,
Yeah,
even I like this bit here, like with the trees, like kind of
the
evenly spaced out.
formality of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just obviously yeah, taking into consideration that they are level 40, but how do you get police cars again? Do you have to be like a high level or?
yeah. Well, they I think they cost
Yeah, I
30
thought
donuts.
so.
I think.
Oh.
Yeah,
So yeah, you know what? Fair enough. I think that'll give it the benefit of the doubt, I guess. What is that tree, by
yeah.
the way, in the bottom corner? Just zoom in a sec.
Oh,
What?
this one.
Yeah.
I think it's. Oh, it came out in the golf update. I think.
Oh, did
So that's
it?
how they got it.
Okay.
Yeah, because they brought out loads of different trees. That you could buy. I think.
That reminds me, actually. Little spoiler for one of my next YouTube shorts that I'm going to be doing
Oh,
is I was watching
yeah.
The Simpsons last night before I went to bed, and so like the actual like golf itself in The Simpsons.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
Bart Nelson and that said, "Oh, well, my dad just did this," and it's the little Homer meme where he disappears into the bush. Well,
Yes.
they all disappear into the bush, and they find like the massive golf course, and Bart goes, "So there's a hidden golf course in the central of like Springfield. So there's just loads of buildings around it, but it's just like a hidden golf course surrounded by loads of bushes." So I was thinking of
Wow.
doing something like that.
Oh,
I'll
yes.
send you a
Well, yeah.
screenshot of it. Sorry to go off topic there, guys.
Yeah, well, we'll have to. Looking forward to that. Yeah,
Yes.
that'd be very cool. And yeah, it's also, I think, yeah, just as a little sidetrack. it's great to have some like some designs actually related to how Springfield looks
Yeah,
in the show. And I feel like maybe in the future we should like maybe try and do some like
realistic
more on that
ones.
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be good videos, to be fair.
yeah.
But yeah, back to
Yeah, we'll have to get
this.
you guys all involved. So
Yeah,
yes, in
back to
terms of
this though.
scores then, what are we thinking for Mosho?
Low level, not hardly any. I'm gonna say it's better than the last one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say on
For
par,
scoring for me,
like kind of with the last one,
yeah,
considering the level.
yeah. I'd give this a 4.5. But
I think.
once you get more cash and donuts, send me an improved version. I'd love to see an improved version on it.
I think to be fair, actually, yeah, because like I suppose the bit by the training wall and the concrete bit, normally those two things, which are like the cheap things to get at that level, they look a bit bare, like with the green and like
Yeah,
the vast majority of people don't really design those two things well, but it does look really good in the
yeah,
the kind of the there looks like there's a lot there just to this little bit.
yeah, of
And even
course.
though it's not much room, if they had all the trees around it, which they would be able to do at a high level, I honestly think that that would look
Pretty
very
cool.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to go with a 7 for this one.
A 7. Oh,
7.
so you
Yes.
rate it higher than the last one?
I think for the creativity and the low level, you've got to
You got to give
reward
him the
it. Yeah,
benefit of the doubt, haven't you?
I
Yeah.
will. So, what was your score again?
4.5.
Here we go. So, yes, so that gives a score of 11.5.
Yeah. Sorry
Wow.
about ElloArfur coughing. He is ill. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt on this one as well.
Yes,
Also,
indeed.
how many have we done?
So
Or
we're
how many have I
on
got
the
left?
last one. This is the
Okay.
last.
There you go.
Yeah. So the last one
Where
then.
is it?
Uh,
Oh, it's
this
there.
video, L Nerds.
Oh,
Yeah, and I think they made a comment of saying you can hardly see it in the image.
yeah. Anna said in Clark.
And I suppose that does kind of, yeah, that does
Mm.
immediately like kind of score it down.
See,
Because
don't get
even
me wrong. Those three buildings look similar and they look nice aligned together because they've all got different colour bushes surrounding them on the actual building. But all the other buildings put with them, it just looks off.
it does, and the fact that you've got like the Maple store right at the
Yeah.
front,
So I was gonna say the
it,
Maple
it, it
store.
yeah, you've got to have these buildings presented in all their glory,
Yeah.
in your town, I think. And it's
Especially
just,
them
yeah,
three, yeah. Or them four,
yeah,
including the IRS.
yeah, even yeah, the IRS, yeah,
But yeah, it's pretty poor.
yeah,
It's really an L for you, nerd, isn't it? Bad
yes,
joke. Oh,
harsh but true, yes.
just,
Um,
and it's repetitive as well. There's not really any different to any of the designs surrounding it. They've all got the
no,
bush surrounding in the same sense, on the side, and it's just nothing that stands
I
out.
like the kind of the fact that the cars can sort of get through,
Yeah.
but again, I think just the choice of buildings is just wrong.
Well,
But
that one
maybe
outside
if
the
you
post
adapted
office is
it
gonna
a
crash into that cart. So
bit, yeah, that is that is true. Yeah,
just I think there could be better things added into this, and maybe even just removing some buildings that don't take the attention away because the buildings here there's so many that it just blends all the buildings in, and you don't really notice a building.
no, yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. So I think I'm gonna have to give this a score of 3.5.
oh that's a bit high. I'm gonna give it 1.
That's a score of 4.5 for L Nerds. So there we go. So that, yeah, I'll leave it to Tony to run off the video.
Yeah. So sorry to disappoint, but this is the end of part 1. Make sure to go check out the amazing ElloArfur's channel for part 2, where we'll also be announcing the winners of so far this horrendous design competition. Um, I laugh with sad tears in my eyes. But yeah, please give me a like, comment, and a subscribe to the channel as we are edging so closer to 400 subs. And
Yeah,
yeah,
you got to do it. Got to do it. Get in
yeah,
there. Go on.
you got
Yes.
to. And get over to ElloArfur's video now for part 2. Peace.